Hi friends, I'm David Lopez, celebrity hairstylist, content creator, and hair extension enthusiast. Welcome to Luxy's YouTube channel. Get ready to learn. If you've ever wondered why certain styles don't quite last on your hair, or why some extension methods don't quite look as natural, it's probably because you're not customizing the method or the style for your hair type. As a pro, I think a lot of people become very confused about what their hair type is. They're like, my hair's thick, my hair's thin, and I'm like, ma'am, it's neither. So I wanna help you figure out how to figure out what your hair type is so that you know which hair extension method is best for you. So when we're talking about how thick or thin your hair is, there are two main things that help us categorize really where that is. One, we wanna look at the hair strand itself. That's where you see if the hair is fine, think more like a silk, or coarse, more like a wool. Then you have thick hair or fine hair or thick hair and thin hair, and that is regarding density. Density means the amount of hair that you have on your head. So if you think of your hair being like a field of flowers, are they very tightly packed or are they very spread apart? So if they're more spread apart, you have finer hair. If they're more tightly packed, you have dense hair. Not everyone that has coarse hair has thick hair, meaning that just because you have coarse hair doesn't mean you have a lot of it. And not everyone that has fine hair has thin hair. You might have fine strands, but a lot of it. And determining the difference between the two for yourself will really help you decide which extension method is gonna be the most natural for you. If you're still confused around figuring out how to know what hair type you have, I have a couple at-home hair tests that you can do that'll help you determine what that is. Even for me as a professional hairstylist, it's really important for me to distinguish how thick or dense someone's hair is. And a ponytail test, which you can do at home, is a very easy way to do that. You want to gather all the hair together in whatever way allows you to get all of the hair together. Meaning if you have a lot of layers, you might have to put the ponytail a little bit higher. You want to gather all of the hair together. So if you have face trimming layers that are falling down, that's not going to count for the ponytail. But once we have the ponytail test out of the way for density, meaning we feel like, oh, this is a very thick ponytail. If you feel like you can't quite understand if it's there yet, also look at your scalp. Is it very easy to see your scalp when you are parting your hair? Is it very easy to see your scalp at the part line or at the hairline? If not, like my model Gabrielle here, then you probably have dense hair. The other hair test I want to look at is the strand of hair. I talk a lot about hair being like a fabric. You heard me say earlier, silk versus wool. So wool you can think of being a little more strong, right? It's gonna be a little more resilient in terms of pulling, in terms of when it gets wet. Coarse hair feels very thick in between your fingertips. You can really feel it. And if you go back and forth along the strand, you almost feel a sort of coarseness. It's not gonna feel slippery, it's not gonna feel silky. You can also take a strand of hair and you can start to gently pull on it in the center. This feels very strong. And you can see when I bend that strand of hair, look at how it's really wanting to keep its shape. This is a nice example of a coarser hair type. And of course, very easy to see, has very dense hair, meaning that in the field of flowers that is her scalp, they are very tightly packed together. So for hair types like this, I would recommend using the classic clip-ins. It's 10 pieces and allows you to really customize where you're putting the clip-ins to not only blend in that line, but also help get a more seamless finish at the complete look. Now, if you have medium to thick hair, the classic clip-ins are gonna be a great option for you. Remember, you have those 10 pieces that you can very much customize when and where you use half the set, a quarter of the set, the full set. I'd use them on everything from down styles like this to ponytails. Fantastic for wedding or special event hairstyling as well. And I really love the ability to stack the hair in a way that feels more customized to maybe the haircut that's existing on my client or your haircut at home. The classic clip-ins have a little bit more fullness at the base as well. So they're gonna really help match that density and that fullness that you might have with thicker hair types. Now on Ashlyn here, we're gonna do the same test to figure out really how thin or fine or thick the hair is. Now when I put the hair into a ponytail, we can see that compared to our last model, Ashlyn's ponytail is a little bit more slim, right? But important to know that Ashlyn has naturally curly hair that we have blown out straight. So if you have naturally curly hair and you're doing this, it's important to get the ponytail as tight as possible and not let the natural texture fool you into thinking you have more hair than you actually do, which is something that even I especially really know a lot about. Now that we know that we have, I would say this is pretty much medium in density. It's not on the fine side, it's not on the thick side. We want to look at these strands of hair. One thing important to note as well, we have a color treated model as well. So if you're color treated, that makes the condition or the feeling of the strand of hair feel a little bit different as well. It can make it feel more rough. The reason that is because if you think about your hair under a microscope, you might have seen this before, it kind of looks like a pine cone. There's little scales that are on top of the strand of hair. When you color your hair, those scales have to open. Looking at a pine cone, think about a pine cone when it falls off of a tree. Those scales are open as the hair dries out. So you can imagine that if we're running our fingers along that strand of hair, we're gonna feel a little bit more roughness or coarseness. Now with Ashlyn's hair, she does have thicker strands. And similar to Gabrielle, when we put it together, it's trying to retain its shape as much as possible. And I think it's also one of the reasons why she is able to be as light as she is and keep that strength in her hair, because she does have a coarser hair type. Finer hair type would not be able to handle this level of coloring and heat styling that Ashlyn's hair is having. And that's a great way for you to know at home, if you color treat and heat style and you find your hair breaks very easily, your hair's a little bit more like silk. It's a little bit more delicate. So you wanna make sure that you are identifying your hair type more on that end as well. Now for Ashlyn's hair, we have a couple of options from Luxy. We could use the halo, of course. It comes with one halo piece and two side pieces. And we also have the seamless clip-in collection, which is a little bit flatter on the head compared to the classic clip-ins. However the case, this is a really great hair type to really show you that if you have finer hair or less hair on your head, what the options are for you in terms of clip-in hair extensions or extensions in general. Being able to properly identify your hair type is going to be the secret for your dream hair.